I'm gonna spill you some truth tea today. So if you've been on the internet, you may have noticed recently that something has been going around, and in particular, it's a video by Sam Pepper. If you do not know what's been going on, let me just give you a brief description. Sam Pepper released a video on his YouTube channel titled something along the lines of hand ass grab prank. And basically what he was doing was he was going up to women who seemed to be strangers on camera, asking them for directions, and he would go behind their backs, grab their butts. So essentially what he was doing was he was sexually assaulting strangers on camera and covering it up and calling it a prank. After this video was released, huge YouTubers spoke out against it and said that it was completely wrong. YouTube then took it down, saying that it violated one of their policies. Then he released a second video, and the second video said that it was part 2 of 3 of this apparently now series, even though the first video did not say that it was part 1 of 3. The third video was then released a couple hours before I'm filming this, and in that video he says that this whole thing was a social experiment. What he was trying to do was he was trying to prove that sexual assault was wrong, and he wanted to see if his viewers and if people in general would respond to this video by saying that what he was doing is wrong. But here's the thing. You do not sexually assault people to prove that sexual assault is wrong. I mean, like, it doesn't get more plain and simple than that. In the third video that tries to justify this whole situation, he goes on to explain that a friend of his recently told him that he had been abused in his marriage and he didn't know how to get out of the situation. And that supposedly is what inspired this social experiment. So here's the thing about sexual assault. It is not a gendered experience. It is not something men experience alone. It is not something women experience alone. It is something that people of all genders can experience. So with that said, I'm sorry to his friend. If that situation did happen as Sam Pepper put it, then I'm so sorry that it happened, because it's not fair for anyone to ever feel that they should be physically or sexually assaulted and feel that there is no way out, because there is, and you should never have to feel that way. However, Sam Pepper took the wrong approach on this situation, because you do not film yourself sexually assaulting strangers on the street or making it seem that they're strangers even though apparently they gave him consent beforehand. That was not clarified. The video looks like he's sexually assaulting strangers. And you don't sexually assault strangers to prove that sexual assault is wrong. That is exactly why we don't rape people to prove that rape is wrong. We educate people on these topics. We do not use homophobic remarks against gay, lesbian, bisexual, transgender people. We do not use transphobic remarks, against trans people, just to prove that these things are wrong. As moral people, we should know that they're wrong. And if you don't, if you do not know that these things are wrong, go out and please educate yourself, because you should know that these things are not okay. So even if the intent was there, even though I personally believe that the second and third videos are cover-ups for the first one, but that's a personal opinion, you still do not deal with this topic the way that Sam Pepper approached it. I'm sorry if this video is ranting, I'm sorry if my point does not get across here, but I'm personally just a little bit sick and tired of seeing YouTubers who are highly narcissistic assholes who think that by making some sort of cheap apology they're gonna win their audience back. And what really bothers me is that it works, which is why I personally spend my time and my energy trying to use the audience that I have here to speak out on important issues. And it's not that everyone has to do that, and I'm not saying that I'm always right, because I'm not, but I still think it is so important to be a moral person when you have an audience. May that be 5 people or 500,000. Anyway, that is all I have to say on this topic. Thumbs this up and share it around if you enjoyed it, please. I would really appreciate it. Also, please let me know what you think. So comment below and let me know what you think about the Sam Pepper video. Do you believe that he dealt with sexual assault the way that he should? Were his actions justified, or is he wrong? But that is it for me today. I will talk to you all next Friday, and until then, have a fantastic week, guys. David out.